Chosen one, put your phone down. Not in a minute, not when this thought finishes, right now. Close the other tabs, turn off the background noise, silence the notifications, because this message did not find you by accident. This timing is not random. The pull you felt to click, to watch, to listen, that wasn't curiosity, it was a summons. And what heaven is about to reveal cannot be heard through distraction. It cannot be received while multitasking. It cannot penetrate a divided mind. So before we go one word further, take a real breath. Fill your lungs completely. Hold it for 3 seconds. Now release it slowly. Did you feel that? The shift, the stillness, the way the room suddenly feels different. That wasn't just physical, that was spiritual. You just gave heaven permission to speak. And what is about to be said is not for everyone. It is for you. Before we begin, if you feel this message already stirring something inside you, do one thing right now. Tap the like button, hit subscribe. Here's why. When you do that, you tell the algorithm this message matters. You help it reach the next chosen one who's been scrolling, searching, praying for a sign. You become part of the delivery system heaven is using to wake people up. So don't wait until the end. Do it now, because this isn't just content. This is a spiritual broadcast, and you are being asked to amplify it. Now listen closely. God has been watching you wrestle with something lately. Not something small, not something surface level, something deep, something that has made you question your path, your timing, even your worth. You've wondered why certain doors closed, why certain people left, why the breakthrough you prayed for feels delayed, why your life doesn't look like what you imagined. And in those late night moments when doubt creeps in, you've asked the question that terrifies every chosen one. Did I miss it? Did I make the wrong decision? Is God even still with me? Hear this clearly. You did not miss anything. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. What feels like delay is preparation. What feels like silence is focus. What looks like isolation is protection. What seems like nothing happening is everything aligning. God hasn't stepped back. He stepped in and cleared the room. Private preparation before public elevation. When God is about to elevate you to a level that shifts not only your life, but the lives connected to you, He does not do it publicly. He does it privately. He doesn't announce it. He doesn't let your critics see it coming. He doesn't even show you the full picture yet. Because if you knew how big this next chapter was, you would talk. And the moment you share something unfinished with people who aren't aligned, you give access to sabotage. That's why you've been in this strange season of silence, not because you're irrelevant, because you're being set apart. Behind the scenes, God has been removing people. Not because they were bad, but because they were wrong for where you're going. They fit your last season. They don't have clearance for your next one. Their energy would slow you down. Their opinions would confuse you. Their limitations would become your ceiling. So God quietly shifted them, and you felt it. The distance, the silence, the fading connection. You wondered, what did I do wrong? Nothing. You outgrew the environment, and heaven is building you a new one. Some of those people, they are not coming back. They were meant for a chapter, not the whole book. Stop romanticizing what God already closed. Your next season doesn't need your old circle. It needs your new focus. The inner stripping God isn't just removing people around you. He's stripping things inside you. Your need for approval, your addiction to being understood, your habit of over-explaining, your tolerance for disrespect disguised as honesty, your pattern of shrinking to make others comfortable. Have you noticed? You don't care about certain opinions anymore. You can sit in silence without panic. You can be misunderstood without defending yourself. That's not coldness, that's clarity. That's wisdom replacing reaction. And the people who benefited from the old you, the version that bent and tolerated, are uncomfortable now. Let them be. Their discomfort is not your responsibility. Ascension requires release. You've felt a pull to walk away from places that used to feel like home. A pull to distance yourself from conversations that used to energize you. A pull to limit access to your time and energy. And you wondered, am I being selfish? No, you are ascending. You cannot rise while holding weights. You cannot fly while dragging anchors. Not everyone is meant to go with you. Some were only meant to go near you. If you try to drag people into chapters they weren't written into, you delay your own story. So if this message is hitting you, drop 77 in the comments right now. Not for superstition, but as a signal. A signal that you're awake. A signal that you're listening. A signal that this message is landing. Don't just watch, participate. Drop 77. The weight you were never meant to carry. Let's talk about the exhaustion you've been feeling. Not physical exhaustion, emotional weight. The weight of expectations, the weight of performing, the weight of proving, the weight of managing perceptions. You wake up tired, you feel drained, you feel heavy. Even when nothing major happened, there's nothing wrong with you. You've been carrying what was never yours to carry. You believed love required shrinking, that belonging required hiding, that acceptance required performance. Enough. Put it down. You don't need to be understood by those committed to misunderstanding you. You don't need to be celebrated by those who clap only when you're convenient. When you release that weight, something shifts. Lightness, freedom. Not because circumstances changed, but because your posture did. And the shift from needing validation to simply being valid, that changes everything. The lies trying to delay you. The enemy hasn't been trying to destroy you, just delay you. Whispers disguised as logic, doubt disguised as discernment, anxiety disguised as preparedness. If he keeps you confused, he keeps you stuck. If he keeps you second-guessing, he keeps you from stepping forward. Because your timing is tied to someone else's breakthrough. When you step into your season, it triggers a domino effect. You are not disqualified. Your past doesn't disqualify you. Your mistakes don't disqualify you. Your waiting doesn't disqualify you. What disqualifies people is refusing redemption. But you haven't been hiding. You've been healing. You haven't been stalling. You've been strengthening. You've been forged in private. What's about to happen now? Listen carefully. God is about to vindicate you publicly for what you endured privately. Doors you didn't know existed are about to open. Conversations will accelerate what would have taken years. Provision will come from unexpected places. But there's a condition. Stay in position. Stay obedient. Stay quiet when you want to defend yourself. Stay focused when distractions get loud. Stay aligned when the path feels lonely. Don't step out of alignment. Don't manufacture something just because silence feels uncomfortable. God isn't just preparing a blessing, He's preparing you to sustain it. Release the guilt. Some of you are carrying guilt. Guilt over boundaries, guilt over people you released, guilt over opportunities you declined, guilt over rest you finally took. Let's end that right now. If the boundary brought peace, it was right. If releasing them brought clarity, it was right. If rest brought strength, it was right. You don't owe anyone access to a version of you that no longer exists. The ones meant to stay will adjust. The ones meant to leave will resist. Make peace with that. Strategic positioning. While you felt isolated, God was positioning you strategically. He moved pieces you couldn't see. Very soon, you'll walk into rooms where people already know your name. Opportunities you didn't apply for will appear. And when it happens, you'll understand why the silence was sacred. You weren't forgotten. You were hidden. Hidden to be protected. Hidden to be prepared. Hidden until the timing was undeniable. Let God handle the snakes. There are forces working against you. There are voices hoping you fail. There are snakes in your circle. You felt it. The envy, the resistance, the subtle hostility. but they are not your assignment to expose. God will let them reveal themselves. Stop defending yourself. Your job is not to fight. Your job is to stay focused. If you're still here, that means something. Subscribe if you haven't already. Messages like this show up because you're in a season where you need reminders of who you are and whose you are. And if this resonated, share it with the one person who came to mind while listening. When you share it, you become part of the assignment. The shift is here. A recalibration is happening. Heavy relationships will heal or dissolve. Closed doors will open or be replaced with better ones. Confusion will lift. Clarity will sharpen your discernment. Not everyone will celebrate this. They'll say you changed. You did, and you should be proud. Change means growth. You don't owe explanations. You don't owe apologies. Trust the inner voice, that inner voice pulling you. It's not anxiety. It's not fear. It's God. Stop second-guessing what you already know. Every time you ignored it, you regretted it. Every time you followed it, it worked out. Even if it didn't make sense at first, trust it, honor it, follow it, even if no one else understands, because this is your assignment. On the other side of obedience is freedom. Not freedom from responsibility, freedom from regret. Your isolation was intentional. Your waiting was not wasted. Your silence was strategic. Your breakthrough is already in motion. Very soon you'll see why every door closed, why every person left, why every plan fell apart. It was making room. Don't quit now. Don't walk away right before the breakthrough. Stay in position. Stay in faith. Stay aligned. It's about to make sense. And when it does, you won't just survive this season. You'll realize it saved you. Before you leave this moment, type Amen in the comments. Not out of habit, as a declaration. A declaration that you heard what heaven spoke. A declaration that you are choosing to believe it before you see it. When you declare it, you activate it. So type Amen, share this message, subscribe if you haven't, and get ready. Because Chosen One, your season is shifting, and nothing will ever be the same again.